All right, guys, I have it up in the air. Wow, absolutely no coolant leak. A lot of people only replace radiators when they physically see coolant leaks, but a radiator can fail in a number of ways, guys. It can be restricted. Okay, now this car is off and the fan is not running. Why is this hose completely cool as if nothing is flowing out of the radiator? Okay, so follow the trail here, guys. This bottom hose leads to the pump. So the pump meaning water pump, the pump pulls its source from the radiator. If there's nothing to pull in order to bring into the cooling system to circulate, yes, it will appear that the pump's not doing its job. So hence, you got to have proper cooling level and a good working water pump to get your heater to even work. I typically use that method to test the output of water pumps, because the water pump has to be doing real good. Keep in mind, guys, those heater hoses are what, 3/4 inch hoses, so they're fairly thin, and something has to push that coolant all the way through the system. First of all, through the radiator, back through the intake, and it's got to be strong enough to push that coolant through the heater cores. Those little 3/4 inch hoses or 5/8, I don't know which size it is, but it has to go through all of that in order to make it to the heater core. So this hose should not be cold, guys. I think we're dealing with a restriction. Oh my goodness, this should not be as cool. So I'm starving the cooling system, basically. Yes, and that can cause an overheat, guys. Now, which one is the problem? The water pump or the radiator? If I had to guess, and I'm not a guessing man, I'm gonna replace both or recommend both. This car got 160,000 miles, so some things you gotta write up based off the mileage. This is nag transmission. Let me take a look, a whiff of that fluid. 5-speed nag transmission, got a real diff on it. Because this is a rear wheel drive, I'm gonna recommend a real diff service. Y'all know this is the easy real diff service. Remove this plug to drain the system. Remove this plug to add differential lubrication to it. All right, I'm gonna recommend a trans service because I know that fluid is not any good. But yeah, guys, I just want to go over with you some basic overheating diagnostics. Okay. Let's see if I can grab this. Sometimes you can push in on that pulley, see if it moves. That's not the case on this one, but I am concerned about the temperature of that lower hose, and it's way too cool. All right, guys, I'm going on a test drive. Stay tuned. All righty, guys. Yes, I am driving. Y'all see that? Oh, so I am duplicating the problem, guys. Yes, that hand creeped over to the 3/4 mark. As you can see, it is past the halfway mark. You should technically never go over half, guys. I was at the 3/4 mark, and you can see it working its way down. So, guys, that is a true sign of a restriction. Okay. Now, one could suspect, if your car actually not overheating, one could suspect your temp gauge not doing its job. Okay, guys. Just about every car is equipped with what we call a temp gauge, a coolant temp sensor, and that simply reports the temperature of the cooling system back to the computer, and the computer will relay that information to the gauge. I see it's dropping back down to half. So if you have a situation where your car is physically not overheating, then yes, you can suspect that the info that the cooling system reporting is inaccurate. Okay, but whoa, look at that. I'm getting higher and higher, guys. Okay, never drive a car past a quarter. I always stop at 75%. So I will pull over and let this car, start getting to the H, you really doing damage, guys, because this is an all aluminum engine, guys. This has aluminum cylinder heads and aluminum block, okay? So you really gotta you shouldn't even let it get this high, guys. If it get touched to a quarter, I'm pulling over and let the car cool down before I drive back. But yes, I'm on a test drive to help duplicate it. Remember, guys, I first verified that the system was full. It is. Never go on a test drive until you do that. and there is no leak, but I am overheating. So this is called duplicating the complaint. All right, so I'm always have, guys. I'm right down the street back from the shop. So all right, so yes, and on top of that, I have the heater on. Yes, the heat on. So anytime you're overheating and you're driving, you really want to turn the heat on, even if it's going to feel uncomfortable. You want as much coolant to circulate as possible, guys. So I have the heater on high. It's kind of getting warm in here, but it doesn't matter. The car is overheating, and I want as much coolant to flow as possible. So, but I'm back at the shop, guys. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys. I'm back in the shop. Back down to halfway. Car still running. I can hear the fans blasting on super high, so I can imagine the fan gonna switch. That's high fan mode. I can imagine it's gonna switch down to low speed mode once the temperature drop even further. Y'all hear that fan roaring? Yes, that is high speed. All right, guys, so I'm gonna write up, I'm convinced I got a restriction. I'm gonna write up a radiator and a water pump. We're gonna flush all this cooling system out, and we're gonna go from there, guys. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna have to make another video as far as the repair. I can't keep it on this video too long. So we'll just call this the diagnostic, part 1, the diagnostic. If you have any questions pertaining to this video, and even if you don't understand some, or you heard something you may think is wrong, let's debate it, guys. I'm cool. I'm a cool dude. If I said something that don't make sense or you dispute, let's debate it. If I said something you agree with, let's debate it. If you have another way of diagnosing cooling system overheating, let's talk about it. Let's debate it. I have thick skin. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay? Doesn't matter. We can talk about anything without, we can agree to disagree or agree to agree. It doesn't matter with me. I'm open to suggestion on everything, guys. Okay? So with that being said, and also, if you have questions, please already be subscribed to the channel. All right, thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, that's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching.